What's up, guys? It's Maddie here, and today in the background you're watching some Mass Effect 3 multiplayer gameplay, and holy fuck do I love it. I never doubted the fact that they were going to make a solid multiplayer experience. I just never imagined it this fun with friends. Right now I'm not playing with my friends in this match, but I'm here to basically bring you some tips on how to survive in the Mass Effect multiplayer horde mode, I guess you can call it. Because I've experienced, like, a lot of low levels, and they're kind of running around clueless, not knowing what to do, or for people who are kind of just trying to figure out and get the hang of what you're supposed to do. And I did this video starts like halfway through because this is where it gets intense and stuff like that. But yeah, I wrote down a bunch of tips, and hopefully they'll take up the length of this video, and if not, I will just improvise. But let's start off with the first thing. Know your class. Now, I am using what I believe is the Infiltrator class. Infiltrator, because I have the Sniper. You got to use what your character is designed for. My character has if you press Y, it's a tactical cloak. And basically, what that does is it increases my damage by, I upgraded enough so I get a 90% damage increase. And this is good for me because I can take cover, go into tactical cloak. You'll see me do it a few times. And basically, everything's like a one-shot for me, except for, the Banshees, which are you saw in the beginning of the video. But yeah, stuff like that. You kind of got to know what goes hand in hand and how you kind of have to use your class. Like, I can use an Infiltrator class with an assault rifle and a shotgun, but it's not going to be nearly as effective as if I had a sniper rifle. Um, One other thing is, and this isn't really a recommended tip or anything, what I do though, is try to keep, when you're switching up your weapons and stuff, try to keep it so that your power recharge is in positive or not too negative. Like this one, I have a really good pistol called the Phalanx, and I have a sniper, the Mantis, and it gives me like a plus 99% power recharge, and it's a really powerful combination. You'll see me taking out really strong enemies with my pistol, and it's a really good combination. But that's you gotta know your class. If I press RB. And I hit an enemy with it, their gun overheats and they start shooting their own teammates and stuff. You gotta just know what your powers do. Next is experiment with classes. I started off as a Vanguard, and I unlocked like a Drill Adept, and at first I thought the Adept sucked, but this goes hand in hand with knowing your class. I learned how to use the Adept class. It takes a little bit to learn the class. If you haven't, I know a lot of you guys out there are like really hardcore Mass Effect fans, where you know everything about each class, so you really don't have to go through this stuff. For those who don't, personally, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I started at Mass Effect 2. I played as a soldier, very stereotypical role. I just straight up soldier, and in this one, I'm experimenting a lot, and I can't help but say I enjoy it a lot. And definitely give other classes a try. It keeps the variety fresh, it keeps the gameplay fresh, and makes things a lot more fun. And also just for the good experience of the team. Next is stay near an ammo box or a general area that you're comfortable with. Right now, where you'll see I'm standing most of this game is this spawn area. Actually, I'm near an ammo box, and it's perfect for where my character fits in, which is a sniper. You see the long range shots I'm taking across the map, and what the map? Yeah, I guess the map. I'm taking out people running out of those little what the fuck's the word? We're gonna go with trailer. It's not a trailer at all, but we're gonna pretend it is. I'm using my character to its fullest extent by positioning up where I'm most effective, and plus there's an ammo box nearby. You always want to be near one. You do have if you press left on the D-pad, you do have ammo boxes that you can use. I have like almost 30 because I don't have to use them. I'm very stingy when it comes to equipment. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, you definitely want to try to use the ammo box as much as you can. If unless it's a last resort, use your left D-pad, but it's really not necessary. If you're where I am, where I'm right always near an ammo box. Next is use teamwork. This is a co-op mode. This is not a everyone go around and do your own thing mode. This is designed for teamwork. You'll see right here. You gotta just right here. This is a perfect example of like how we all just team up inside this building to complete the hack, and we're all in cover and like covering each door, helping each other out. Like eventually, every once in a while, like I don't think I do it this game, but like I'll be taking cover, shooting my own enemies. My area will be clear for a little bit. Go around the corner, help your teammate use the power real quickly. Like I'll use sabotage, for example. Have one of the enemy's guns overheat, and they'll start shooting their teammates and take the heat off of my teammate. You just gotta help out your team with that stuff. That's what you gotta do if you want to kind of succeed a little bit more. Next, and this I didn't write down. Don't get intimidated by the big enemies with armor. There's a weak spot on all of them. The only one I haven't found a weak spot on is the Banshee. I guess aiming for the head on the Banshee is the best you can do. But for the Brute, basically any part that doesn't have armor, his health just goes down so fast because there's no armor there. It's just normal health. And, you just gotta just use teamwork if you want to take down those big enemies. That's what I do. As you can see, I'm running low on ammo here, and I was stingy, didn't use an ammo pack, and that was a big mistake. You don't want to do that because I was not close to an ammo crate at all where I could have, managed to make it to one where I just didn't make the smart choice here. But, yeah. Use your powers at the correct time. That's the next one. I can't count the amount of times I've seen Vanguards try to do their biotic charge and then go and do a Nova right afterwards. If you don't know what that is, it's where they like do that invincible dash where they like fly in and they explode basically, and then they like pound the ground and you see like everyone fly in the air. I can't count the amount of times I've seen someone fly in biotic charge. They complete their little combo, they do all that, but they get downed instantly after. It's the most annoying thing, and there's really little you can do about it if you're not near them. And it's just like you gotta use it wisely, and you gotta use it at the right time. If you're around a teammate where he can get to you, use your Biotic Charge and Nova. If not, the Vanguard, and this isn't specifically for a Vanguard, many other classes I can see this happening with. The Vanguard does have a shockwave attack, obviously. I mean, you can use that from a distance. Yeah, just don't forget your powers and use them wisely. That's my tip for that. Next is hold your own. If this is a co-op mode, and you kind of want to stay in the same general area, that's my tip for you guys. Stay in the kind of general area of each other. So if someone goes down, or if you need help with something, you guys can go ahead and help each other out. But if you're gonna be one of those stray kids who just runs away and just does what he wants and tries to just hoard all the points for himself, if you go down, no one's helping you, man. You're away from the team, and we're busy with our own thing. So if you're gonna go out and do it yourself, be able to hold your own, have meta gel on you so you can revive yourself. Because most of the time, if you're across the map down, people are, number one, too lazy to help you out, and number two, just you're too far away. It's like it's too much of a hassle to finish my fight and then run all the way to you, risking myself and spreading out the group more and potentially dying and slimming it down more. Yeah, so those are basically all my tips. Last thing is that when you're in the extraction point of a mission, if you make it this far, you don't have to sit in the extraction zone, guys. So sit in your same positions as long as you're around the extraction zone. Take out the enemies, because if you corner yourself in the extraction zone, you're generally going to screw yourself, and it's really not the best thing you can do for yourself. But make sure that everyone is alive and in the circle, because you get an extra 15,000 points, where if you only have like 1 or 2 people inside there, you get partial extraction, which is 5,000. So you definitely want that extra XP. But I hope my tips have helped you guys a little bit if you're new to this game, or if you're kind of trying to figure out what you should do. Please leave a like if it did help you. Leave a comment on what you think on the multiplayer. I'm curious what everyone thinks. I personally love this multiplayer to death. I always enjoyed a good old horde mode, like in Gears of War, for example. But leave a comment. I'm curious what you guys think on this. Stay active, stay sexy. I love you all. Peace.